I am really excited for today's guest. She is a client that is graduating. Her name is Fran. She is 78 years old and she is quite an inspiration if you, particularly if you have diabetes and you want to get off your medication with diet and lifestyle change because it's been so effective and you've tried everything and you want to shed pounds sustainably. I'm so excited for her to share her success and you might not believe it because it's so fantastic. Fran, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And you're in Rochester, New York, just for our viewers. I would love for you to go back to how you felt before you started eating optimally and tell our viewer, why did you even want to talk to me? Why did you sign up for our first chat? What were you really worried about in regards to your health when we first spoke?
Well, my main concern was my insulin, and I wanted to either decrease it or get off of it entirely if I could. I've been trying to do this for a number of years, and
Bluetooth mode.
I haven't been successful. I did lower it somewhat, but nothing like this program did.
Okay, so you wanted to lower your insulin, and that had been a goal for you for a long time. How else was your body physically feeling, and what else were you concerned about?
Well, the one of the things that bothered me a lot was the new shots that have come out for the weight reduction, and physicians are strongly suggesting to people that they go that route. And I just was not going to add another medication to my um list that I have. Um, the other medications that I'm on, you have to say right at the beginning, I never dreamed this was going to happen. My
Bluetooth.
main concern was my insulin,
Mhm.
and I did not join the program to lose weight.
Mhm.
I figured probably I would lose a few pounds. I had no idea that this was going to happen.
So when you say I had no idea this was going to happen, what happened? What happened with your weight loss and your insulin?
Well, I lost weight consistently. And that's another issue too. It was consistent. It wasn't on again, off again. Throughout this whole program, it's been decreasing consistently.
Mhm.
And I have no trouble, even if on a day that I'm out or that I'm eating out, to go right back on it. It not only reduced the medication, reduced the weight. I used to crave chocolate constantly, and
Mhm.
that's gone.
Mhm.
It isn't even an issue anymore.
Amazing. For our viewer watching this, it's a very common thing for my clients coming in is sweet cravings, chocolate cravings, and those cravings reduce significantly, just as Fran expressed, because of a direct result of how we have you eat and what we have you eat throughout the day. So I would love to be specific with the weight loss results that you got and your insulin reduction, if that's okay with you, Fran. So within 10 weeks, Fran lost 28 pounds, which is amazing. So she consistently lost an average of 1 to 3 pounds every single week from being here. And again, Fran's 78. And how long have you had diabetes for, Fran?
Since I was 50, so 28 years.
And look what she gave us permission to share her weight loss graph. This is what it looked like. Absolutely amazing. And you came here on two insulins and metformin, and you reduced your Humalog from at worst you were taking 120 units and down to 8, if that. Sometimes not even that, correct?
Not even that.
Not
Yeah.
even that. And then there's some days you don't even need to take it.
No, I don't think I really do. The rare occasion that I've had to use it is if I'm eating out and I'm
Mhm.
not eating optimally.
So nearly eliminated one of her insulins, and you were starting at you had a nighttime insulin that you would take, started here at 60, and now you are down to about 12, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing. And you just gave me some great news that your doctor told you. Would you like to tell us what that was?
Yes, my doctor said that I can stop taking the statin drug that I was taking.
So, reduced, nearly eliminated one insulin, significantly reduced another, eliminated a statin medication. Your fasting blood glucose lately has been 98, which
Yes.
is absolutely amazing. You're down 28 pounds. What is your favorite part of how you achieve these goals? What do you like about eating optimally?
Well, I really learned a lot about food because we had to write down the ingredients of the food that we were eating. I
Mhm.
had no idea. I've never looked at ingredients. It's always been counting carbs, counting calories. Um, I never actually looked at what was in the food itself. And my family laughs at this, but when I was shopping, it would take me right at the very beginning, it would take me hours. And I got to the point where I would look at something and there were so many ingredients and I wasn't going to take the time to write all those down, so I wouldn't buy it. So at the beginning, it kind of tapered off itself as I was doing the shopping
Mhm.
and looking at it. But the ingredients thing is something that I've learned, never learned that in any other diet program I was on at all.
And I think you said something else that's really meaningful is you didn't count carbs here and you didn't count
I
calories.
did not count carbs. I still do not count carbs, and I don't count calories. I
And you
don't
don't,
count anything except I make sure that I have whole food.
and you don't
And I
wear,
didn't know what whole food meant either. I learned that as I went along.
and you don't weigh or measure your food either.
I do not measure my food. I
And
do
this,
not weigh my food.
mm-hmm,
Nothing.
mm-hmm. And are you eating rice and pasta and sweet potatoes and
I
potato?
eat, yes, I was never able to eat potatoes before because that just shot my blood sugar up so high. But I now eat white potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, and pasta and sauce. And I'm still amazed over all of this myself.
And for a friendly reminder for Fran too, and for the person watching this, the reason that Fran, as a diabetic, or I struggle to even call you that anymore, to be honest with you, but um, that she was able to reduce her fasting blood glucose because that decreased while being here. That's why she was able to reduce the medication. The reason she was able to do that and eat potatoes and rice and beans and grains is because we address the underlying cause of insulin resistance, too much fat being stuck in the cells. So when we remove the fat out of the cells, the insulin can more effectively get the glucose that's in the bloodstream into the cell to be utilized, even if there's more glucose in there. So we address the underlying cause of why there was too much sugar stuck in the bloodstream and not able to get into the muscle cell. So we address the underlying cause of her insulin resistance, and she shed pounds sustainably at the same time as someone who's had diabetes for 28 years and has a genetic component. Your family has, it's in your family history as well. And you reduced your chocolate cravings. What about inflammation all over your body, knee pain? What happened there for you eating
Well,
optimally?
I have issues with my knee, but the degree of the pain is lessened. And I want to mention that that's one of the first things I noticed
Mhm.
is that the insulin started working quickly. I could take insulin and still hours later, my blood glucose was high,
Hmm.
depending on what I ate.
Hmm.
But once I started on this, I noticed that no matter what I ate, as soon as I took my medicine, it started coming down.
Hmm. So no matter what you ate optimally, it started working very quickly. You
Yes.
saw even within the first week, you noticed an improvement
Yes. I
with
noticed that right away. And the inflammation also right away.
throughout your body.
Yeah.
What did your body feel like inflammation wise before you started, and what does it feel like now?
Well, before I started, it was very painful. I was especially when I ate food afterwards, I felt like I was swollen all over. And some days it was very bad, and other days it was not as bad, but it's still, the feeling is there. You feel like you're swollen, your hands are swollen, but they don't look it. It's inside somewhere.
Hmm.
And the same with my feet in neuropathy is lessened significantly too.
And how has that, how has all of this changed your life? How is your life different now because you don't feel the neuropathy as much? Your body doesn't feel swollen on the inside as anymore. You're or to the same degree significantly. Having reduced the insulin and lost so much weight, how has all of this changed your life?
Well, I like to I like to be able to eat without worried about what I'm eating. I feel so much better. It's amazing at what you feel when you go through this. Not just what you see, but what you feel inside.
Hmm. Would you say that you've met your expectations or exceeded your expectations?
Oh, I definitely exceeded my expectations. I truly did not go into this program to lose weight. I went into this program because of what I read in the interview that we had.
Hmm.
I went into this program to reduce my insulin, and the weight was such a blessing.
Beautiful. And you lost weight on vacation. You went on vacation during this time. You went out to eat numerous times. You weren't always the
I went
perfect,
on
and you were still
vacation.
successful.
I went on vacation 7 days, and I did prepare some food before I left because we were staying in an Airbnb for a few days.
Hmm.
But we ate out at least one time a day, every day.
Hmm.
And generally it was two and sometimes three.
Hmm.
And and I came back losing a pound and a half.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Great, because we did restaurant menu practice and travel assignment before you left to make sure you were prepared and you learned the habits of how to be successful living your life even more, which is beautiful. What was the hardest part about saying yes and taking the plunge into the program and doing it? What was was anything scary or
Well, the hardest part, believe it or not, was being able to eat because I've been so restricted,
hmm.
and you always think it has to be something that you're doing that you're not doing right
Hmm.
because you're not feeling good and you're not losing weight.
Hmm.
So the hardest part for me was to be able to sit down and eat meals without being guilty, without thinking about the result of what's going to happen when I'm done, without and knowing that I'm not going to be like wanting to take a nap afterwards because I was so drugged. I was drugged with food, is what it was.
Do you feel more liberated now eating where you don't have to worry about all that so much?
Oh, it's just amazing. Yes. It's just can't say enough about it.
What would you say to the woman watching this video who has diabetes for decades? She's in her 70s, her late 70s, early 80s, and she really wants to help herself, but she is terrified because she has tried so many things in the past. What would you say
I
to her?
I have always tried. I've always tried to lose weight. I've always tried to manage my diabetes, and I don't care how old you are. You can do it. You can do it. It is possible.
That's a great
And
quote.
it's once you start and you see what's happening, feel what's happening to your body. You may not even see it right away, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it right away.
Mm-hmm.
You'll continue. You'll want to continue. You'll have that desire to continue.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Beautiful.
But it's so refreshing to be able to eat.
Yeah, and I'm like, eat, we want you to eat because the food is what's helping you and eating is good. And it's now that you're going to be, now that you're properly fueled, you want to eat because the food is what is therapeutically helping you,
Yeah.
which is pretty amazing. Any final words that you'd like to say?
No, other than the fact that if you're whoever is watching this, if you are watching it because you're looking for a plan or a program, try it. I mean, you can't, there's nothing you could lose by not trying it to see if it will work. It will work. It will definitely work. I cannot say enough about that. I wasn't a believer at the beginning, but I was hopeful.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. You have to feel it to believe it. And the only way that's going to happen is if you go for it. And then you notice improvements like within your first week.
Yes, and having one-on-one meetings and group meetings and
Mm.
looking at social media for recipes is all an added bonus to the whole thing.
And the best part too is you're, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're confident now to go off and continue to eat optimally on your own. Do you feel like you're going to continue to do this for the rest of your life?
I don't have any problem. I don't have any fear anymore of I went through Christmas here. I'm going through Christmas and I had a cookie the other day, but that doesn't mean that I spoiled everything. I just ate regularly like I normally do and the weight just comes right off. I might gain a half a pound one day and I'll lose a pound and a half the next day. So
Mhm.
I have no reservations about it at all.
I'm really excited for you. Congratulations, Fran. It was an honor and really exciting to be by your side while you accomplished what you did. It was really phenomenal. I'm really excited for you and I'm really excited for what you are showing other people, your family especially, what's possible. So thank you for being that light in the world. We're going to miss you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.